Oh, yeah. We're whipping up on you here, folks, doing all kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the production crew putting in some work.
No kidding. I know. Who's the production
Dang, look
crew?
at them go.
Oh, yeah. Me. That's right.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that'd be me. Welcome to Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nuts. That's right. With our new intro video. Who knows? I just put that together today. I got another video I'm putting together of Justin and Kia, but I got to do a little doctoring up. Just kidding,
well,
Justin.
Get on it.
We're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors worldwide. There's a link below in the description to the OddsJam Player Program. Go in there now, get that 50% revenue share, and don't forget about our BetBucket 7-day free trial. Use code NUTS25 for $25 off your first month in the majestic morsels. Hit 2 out of 3 anytime touchdown scores yesterday at a unit apiece. We got a 3-day free trial for that, folks. So get in there, join us ASAP. All right, let's do this. All right, so let's do a little live fade out, and that's about all we got. All right, we are here. Justin's here, and Justin and I already talked about one of the first topics we're going to have of this day. And what's up, Tristan? How you doing, my friend? Probably the top topic for me and him, it should be for you, Michael, my friend, and that is the start of the Los Angeles Chargers, otherwise known as the San Diego Chargers, which is what I like to refer to them as. And I know they were playing the Titans, okay? But here's the bottom line. Number one scoring defense in the league, and you already seen what Denver did. They got a very good scoring defense, too. If you can keep the other team out of the end zone, you got a pretty darn good chance of winning. And Jim Harbaugh is doing the exact same thing he did at Stanford, Mike. He did at San Francisco, and he did at Michigan. Strong line play and a strong defense. I love what I'm seeing about the Chargers, from the Chargers right now, and I'm telling you, the Chiefs better watch out.
I don't know about that. I mean, the Chiefs are still finding ways to win games. They're a better all-around team. You talk about coaching. The coaching's fine with Kansas City. They're above the Chargers by far. This stretch for the Chargers, we're going to find out. I told you that last week. We knew they would win this game. But you got Cincinnati coming up, and I know you're going to say, well, Cincinnati, blah, blah, blah. They blew it again. Yeah, but they're going to put up points. Can the Chargers keep them from scoring a bunch of points? And if the Chargers have to score 30-plus, are they capable of doing it? Then you got Baltimore. Then you got Atlanta. Then you got Kansas City, Tampa Bay. 5-game stretch for the Chargers. We'll see what they're really about in that 5-game stretch.
Let Justin get a word in here because he's got something to say. But before you do, Justin, here's Randall's comment. How about Rodgers?
Well, it's Randall's just trying to get a reaction out of me, but he's not going to get it. Okay.
Maybe he needs some more pieces.
No, it's pieces are there. It's next year we got to find a coach because this coaching staff does suck, whether anybody wants to admit it or not.
Okay.
But and that's a fact.
Okay.
Randall can't dispute that. But
okay, get to the Chargers.
Yeah, okay. So I was actually going to say just what Mike said. It's like the next 4 games for the Chargers we're going to find out what this team really is because we don't know what they are. Yeah. We've seen what we've got, but they've played bad teams, and every time they played a halfway decent team, they lost. What are their? Because they have 3 losses or 2 losses. What is it, right? Or
3.
Okay, yeah, they lost to the Steelers, they lost to the Cardinals, and what is the other team?
Kansas City.
Oh, right. Well, and that's a gimme for Kansas City. I mean, they should have.
Okay. You know, they lost to the Cardinals. So did your Jets. But they didn't get pounded like the Jets did. They didn't get slaughtered like the Jets did.
Yeah, but the point is, though, is every time they've gone up against a halfway decent team, they've always lost. They've only won against bad teams so far.
They're not going to win in Kansas City.
No, absolutely
that doesn't happen for them very often, right? And
they were playing in L.A.
The Steelers are a lot better team than what.
Yeah, that was in L.A. They lost.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
The Steelers are a lot better team than what.
Well, Bob, you look at their last 3 games. Here's the bottom line: Tennessee, Cleveland, New Orleans. I mean, credit to them for not losing games they should have won. That's always important when you're
yes.
in the NFL. You don't want to lose games you shouldn't lose. They've avoided that, but they haven't won a game that maybe you didn't expect them to win. That they're going to have to do that at some point.
New Orleans just beat Atlanta, guys. As a matter of fact, it's one of our losses. That was a unanimous decision with Atlanta, and we were all wrong. Okay,
yeah.
So part of that thing about being a good team, you make it this point in just a second. Let me get this in here. Part of being a good team is beating the people you're supposed to beat.
Yes, agreed.
They do that. They're doing that now. Look,
yes. But they're not now. They're going to play some games that Baltimore, Kansas City, Atlanta. They're going to have to, and even Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay hung with San Fran, hung with Kansas City. Tampa Bay still is a good team. Are they a great team? No, but they're still a decent enough team. They're I
agree with Randall 100% here. They have exceeded expectations, and they should have beat Arizona.
They should have. Okay? Yeah, they needed. They should have won that game,
but they didn't.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they didn't, though, is because they signed a loser like Jalen Reagor, who dropped the touchdown pass. If he catches that ball, they win. But he foolishly fumbled it for a touchback. Get that guy off the team. I don't want Jalen Reagor.
Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Do you not think that Jim Harbaugh is making Justin Herbert a better quarterback?
Schematically,
he's put up better numbers with it's not like he's putting up enormous numbers. He's had better numbers.
A quarterback, Mike, not just throwing the friggin' ball. Okay, a quarterback leading the team in the huddle, the time clock, watching the play clock, making sure you don't get those delay of game penalties.
He's not turning it over. He's not turning it over.
Look at the play he made.
Some plays with his legs last game, which is
I guarantee you, Jim Harbaugh's coaching that up, Mike. I guarantee he is, because Harbaugh was not a big runner, but he was a runner who knew he scrambled.
Yeah, he scrambled around. Yeah, he was. Yeah, kind of scrambled around and would definitely take off if need be. And he probably is talking to him about that. I don't disagree with that. I'm very happy with the Chargers right now. Playing good football, yes, against the teams they need to beat. We'll see this next stretch here, what we got, and we'll go from there.
I promise
it sucks for them because they're playing a desperate Cincinnati team, and
I don't give a shit. Cincinnati's defense is terrible. By the way, you guys want to hear a stat? You know who has the worst point differential in all of the league? It's Carolina. They're minus 143. But you know what? They don't have the worst record in the league. That 2-8 belongs to the Titans and the Giants, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
So, you know what? They won 3 games. That's phenomenal. That's actually, they're only one worse game off than what Cincinnati is, Mike. And Carolina's terrible. So don't talk to me about Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's had a way tougher schedule.
Cincinnati blew it the last game.
Panthers, Giants, Jets, Cardinals. Those were our 2 splits this past week. We split, and I was on Carolina. I was on Arizona. Did we end up going with both of them for the parlay?
Don't forget, you guys were on
we
the
went
Jets,
with the Jets,
and I was not. So
I was not on the Jets. I was on Arizona. That was a split. I was on Arizona.
That was a split. Okay.
And I was on Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a split, too. I think you and I were both on Carolina.
Yep. Carolina and Arizona. But once again, we were all unanimous on Atlanta. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sorry, PhD. I didn't mean to do that to you, man. I apologize.
Actually, I very quickly, I actually did pick the Saints to win.
Were you on New Orleans?
I'm like,
or were we 3-1?
It was
either 3-1 or 4-0.
Okay,
yeah.
Then it was our fault. I don't remember that. I think you have. I think you got a bad memory in myself, but maybe you're getting Alzheimer's. It could be.
But
Stroud had two. Stroud had 2 interceptions.
Somebody was on Jacksonville too, though, which I guess was close. Some I know somebody was on Jacksonville. There was a few of them. Of course, I was on Washington, and you guys were on Pittsburgh. So
you're darn right. We were right. We will synonymously have the number 1 draft pick and win the division. All right, let's talk about that Sunday night game a little bit, because Tristan's now all over the Lions. The Lions were terrible last night.
They were
terrible, and 5 interceptions, and you win a game. Dude, that's unheard of.
I think that's more about the Texans choking than the Lions coming back, and Yeah,
I think you're right.
Lions are the best team in the league by far.
By far?
Yeah, I would say so.
You put them that much above Buffalo, that much above Kansas City, that much above Pittsburgh and Baltimore?
Pittsburgh and wait, who was the first team you said?
Baltimore.
Buffalo.
Well, I wouldn't say Buffalo. I wouldn't say way better than Baltimore and the Chiefs, but I'd say, way better than Pittsburgh and Buffalo. It's the Lions are playing the Bills. The Bills will not win that game. I promise you that.
Wait, Randall, you're right about they should have lost the last 2 games.
Well,
so should the Chiefs.
If the Lions
should have lost 3 games by now.
If Goff starts turning the ball over a lot, if that starts becoming, which the last couple of games that's been a common theme, they will lose some of these teams we're talking about for sure. But for them, they got Jacksonville on deck coming up. Then they got Jacksonville and then Indianapolis, guys. They're not going to lose either one of those games.
PhD does not agree with you, Justin.
They do play Buffalo, though.
Lions not better than KC, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore.
Well, fair enough. But hey, I just checked the last video. I can confirm. Yes, I picked the Saints.
Listen, who cares?
Well,
My God, this isn't like life and death, bro.
You said
to the guillotine.
You said I might be getting Alzheimer's. I'm just correcting you.
I meant Alzheimer's.
Was it Justin? But was it you on Jacksonville or was it Jabari?
No, I believe it was Bob on Jacksonville.
I was me.
Wasn't
it?
Was Bob?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking that way. So what?
That's a rough.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
He rolled the tape. Oh my God.
He rolled the tape. Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, man, don't be so conscious.
It doesn't matter.
Me giving you shit.
We were toast at the morning because Panthers Giants was the first game. Did we end up flipping, and did it go with the Panthers or did it go with the Giants on the coin flip?
It went with the Panthers.
Went with the Panthers.
Okay, so but the Jets was the coin flip winner. Yes.
Yeah, and I was wrong about that. Me and Jabari were wrong about that.
You almost went with Arizona, though.
Yeah, I almost did.
You were
That is
close. You were thinking about it, and
Too much thinking with your heart.
I think
not your head.
Jabari might have talked them into it. Maybe
You know better than that, Justin. You got to get off. When the Jets play, you need to fade them, and then they'll probably start winning.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny you say that because I told my uncle to bet on the Texans when they played the Jets. So yeah, you might be onto something there.
Okay, whatever, Randall. You never
yes,
had
we
any
have.
issue with me.
We have had this is a common issue with
Whatever.
Bob.
Maybe I'm getting Alzheimer's. I'm old enough to have it.
That's very possible.
All right, so we've talked about Detroit. Enough about them.
Bob, long time, bro.
Hey,
Ivan
what's
Nasty.
up, Ivan? Good to see you.
Well, can I just say this though about the Chargers?
Sure.
Pivoting back, like so. Yeah, the Chargers want to go on a deep playoff run. They gotta have a really good stretch against these good teams they're playing. Like I'd say the Bengals, they want to win that one. They're gonna want to win that one. And I'll tell you what, Bob, if the Chargers can keep it within a field goal game or like a one-score game with the Ravens, maybe I'll be leaning towards you with the Chargers on how you feel about them, because I have a bad feeling they will get stomped by the Ravens.
You know what, guys? I don't think they're going to get stomped by anybody, and here's why. If that defense keeps playing the way it's playing, they're going to be in every game. I think that's what you're going to see. That's a Jim Harbaugh coach team. Once again, Stanford, San Francisco, Michigan, and now the Chargers. That's his MO, man.
Well, we were talking about Jared Goff being an MVP in the MVP category, and he kind of took a step back. And even with him kind of falling through the cracks, the team still picked them up and won the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I listened to Dan Campbell's speech to the team, and he called out a couple other players that carried them, and their defense made plays is what happened, and Goff didn't look very good at all. He's still an MVP candidate. Is the top one? I don't know. It depends on what Baltimore does, because why Derrick Henry's got to be in that conversation. He's just got to be, and that would kill PhD if Derrick Henry was MVP after leaving his Titans. I still can't figure out why they didn't keep him. But
I don't know. And Dallas didn't pick him up either. Which is also
why did we're gonna go with Ezekiel Elliott. He's washed up, man. I mean, he's not a number one running back. He's I don't know. All right, let's talk about this game tonight, Mike. Which I know that you're probably thrilled with. By the way, that Cincinnati game, I just want to point something out to you that's coming up. The Chargers need this because then Cincinnati would own the tiebreaker, and you know how that works. Not in the Chargers' favor. So tonight, Miami is at L.A. to take on the vaunted Cronkies. Looks like the spread's 2.5. Do you like the Cronkies and the points, or are you guys leaning Miami? What do you guys think?
I'm going to lean Miami in this one.
Mike?
That's where I leaned. I leaned towards Miami here, man.
Okay. All right.
Spread is difficult because I hate 2.5 spreads unless you're betting the -2.5. But I won't blame you if you take the Rams -2.5.
Okay. Well,
not a great matchup here. Let's just be honest.
Oh no, you're absolutely right.
So in this situation, I mean, I'll go with the plus odds here and ride Miami, hoping they'll somehow get it going.
I think they will. I think they're. Will they make the playoffs? I don't know, but they're
coming off of 2 games where a 3-point loss and a 1-point loss. I mean, against Arizona and Buffalo. And that was at Buffalo. That, I'd just like to think that that they can get the job done here.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think they will.
Henry doesn't want to go to a losing team to winner Lamar. Yep, I got you, bro. Yeah, I think Miami wins, and you like these both running backs to get TDs tonight, guys?
Yeah.
It's a little risky, go 2, but yeah, you know what? Bet one of the best rushing offenses. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for that.
I would. I think I would feel safer going that route than anything, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm setting you up here. Why don't you give us some positive EV plays, some NFL plays for tonight?
Okay. We'll jump over here and see what's out here right now. Let's see. We got Stephon Castle under 19.5 PRA. That's in the NBA, but we still got to go with some value there. But we'll go to the NFL first, since it is Monday Night Football, and we'll see what we've got. Cooper Kupp over 6.5 receptions at plus 110. I'm kind of liking that. You see there's a couple of books that favor it or have it evenly priced. You can get plus 110 on FanDuel. If you have to hit it on Fliff at plus 100, I would do that if you're dependent upon where you're located at. So, yeah, looks like Bet Rivers plus 110 as well, but FanDuel is where we'll go. I like it.
Yeah, not too bad.
I will roll with that for sure. What else we got out here? Player receptions, DeMarcus Robinson under 2.5. Minus 120 on Fliff. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm going to roll with it.
All right. Hey, let's not forget Kyron Williams scoring a touchdown. By the way, if you haven't noticed,
this is good correlation with Kupp on the over, Robinson on the under.
Yeah. So listen, the books have gotten wise with anytime touchdowns this year, guys. The odds are not as good as they were before. Even the first half ones are not that good. The best you could get Derrick Henry on a first half touchdown score is plus 125. And he's like minus 250 just to score a touchdown. So the books have caught up. They understand.
Yeah. How about Puka over 69.5 receiving yards? Any worries on this one, or you think we should go with it? The value's there clearly, but
yeah, I think he should have a good game today.
Yeah, I go with that.
Those are two FanDuel plays right there. Minus 104 plus 110 on Kupp over his receptions, and Nakua over his receiving yards.
Right.
Be a nice little 2-leg parlay there.
Yeah, and you know what, Mike? Honestly, Miami's defense really isn't that good, is it?
No.
Not really, no.
No, neither one of these defenses are scary.
How about Jonnu Smith receptions?
I don't know. How about I'm looking at Kupp. I've got him over receptions. What about hitting him for over receiving yards? I mean, should I double dip? Why not, huh?
Might as well.
This is also on FanDuel. All three of these plays are on FanDuel. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I could. I very well could. We could do all three. I mean, here's more FanDuel plays. You got Stafford over 1.5 touchdowns, passing touchdowns, I should say. It's minus 128, but compared to everywhere else, that's pretty good value, juiced as hell everywhere else. I kind of like this one potentially too.
Yeah, it correlates with everything you're saying.
I think so. Yeah. I say we go for that too. So
I'm with you, man.
yeah, these are right now, these are majority on FanDuel right now. At least some of these plays we're hitting right now. There's a couple on Fliff we could go with. Tua over 249.5 passing yards. What do you guys think? Plus 102.
I just have the feeling they're going to run the ball a lot. I don't have the feeling on that, honestly, Mike.
I don't necessarily either, so I'm just going to roll with it. Since we're already hitting FanDuel, we may as well stay on that book and hit them up. I mean, may as well. I mean, again, if we got a lot of these Rams receivers going over, or not, I mean, Kupp and Nakua, and then we got Stafford over 1.5 passing touchdowns. So Miami's definitely going to get in a position where maybe they'll have to throw it a little bit. That's probably one I'm not as crazy about as the other ones, but that's all right. We can still roll with it. But yeah, that's what we got. We'll roll with that.
Justin, do you trust me?
In terms of what? I don't trust in your basketball takes. No.
Okay.
When it comes to the Chargers, man.
But the only thing I want to do, you're not saying anything. It's just Kia talking here. I just want to know if you're okay.
You're gonna play the video?
Yes. It's just a real short clip, maybe 5-6 seconds.
Okay.
Here goes.
I said I'm not a fan of LeBron, and he's overrated.
All right. That's all I needed right there. Is that okay?
Well, it's kind of putting it in not into context, but okay. I'll let you have it.
All right. I thought I'd have fun. Let's watch it.
I said I'm not a fan of LeBron, and he's overrated.
All right. That's all I needed right there. Emphasis on the overrated too.
Yeah, she was very
overrated.
Yes.
I mean, there was emphasis on that. So,
well,
go ahead.
She said he's overrated from a publicity standpoint, just so everybody that did not witness that understands.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
It's all right.
Well, that's a term.
That's what we're going with.
We hear that term a lot. We hear that term on the show a lot. Overrated.
I'm sending her that video, and she's gonna post it. So get ready to get tagged.
Personally, don't like Tua over. Yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but I went with it just because there was value on it, and I like the other ones a lot more. We'll see what happens.
All right, I got a couple of things I want to do here real quick. I want to put together an SGP in this football game tonight, and then I would like to put together a little Stevie B parlay if we could do that. So I'm going to share my screen. Thank you for being a good sport there, Justin. I appreciate it.
Well, what can I do? So
yeah,
what can I do about
hell of a guy. All right, so we can do this any way you guys want. We could put one leg of the money line, which, take a look here. We're getting the Dolphins at plus money. We can make this a 2 or a 3 leg. I think we go with 3 legs, and I'm going to give you my first leg, and I'm going to take the Dolphins on the money line. You don't like that?
No, I mean, that's what we kind of leaned with, but yeah,
for a parlay, I think it's okay. I mean, I got a leg in mind to balance it out a little bit. So
okay, go.
Kyron anytime touchdown.
Okay.
I mean, like we've talked about, the player that's been bootlicked by his coach the most in the NFL. So why the hell can he not get a touchdown?
All right. Give me a leg, Mike. You can take an EV play. I don't care.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with the Cooper Kupp over his receiving yards here. We're going to go with the 69.5.
Okay, hang on. I'll find it. There it is. And Cooper at 69.5.
Yep.
That's FanDuel. Now, here's the thing.
It's all right.
I got to look at other books here. I want to see where the line is at. You know what? We're just going to go with it.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what that puts us at. Plus 560 on FanDuel. DK is plus 509. Caesars plus 539. Bet Rivers plus 512. Looks like BetMGM is missing one of the legs there. And doesn't look like we have Hard Rock in there either. So there you go. Let's add that. That's a nice little SGP. I'm going to do that on DraftKings here in a few minutes. Let me get rid of this. And let's go to, and we can use any 3 legs we want to for a parlay. We can just make this a money line parlay. If you want to do point spreads, and open to all leagues, college basketball, NBA, NFL, NHL, whatever you want to do.
Okay. I got my leg if you're ready for me.
I'm ready.
I'm actually going to jump in the NHL, and I mean, we got a matchup here, a 5-9 and a 5-8 team playing each other, San Jose and Philadelphia. I mean, Philadelphia heavily favored on the money line. Give me San Jose plus 1.5 here.
Ooh.
I mean,
why not, what? Man? And look at the odds.
I mean,
they just came up. They just shut out New Jersey.
That's what I'm saying, man. I mean,
in New Jersey.
I know they're on a back-to-back.
Yeah,
I get it. Right. They're on a back-to-back, but
I like it.
I mean,
I like it.
Let's go with it.
That's a great one.
Philly's not been that good anyway.
You want me to go next, Justin?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I am going to take the Cavs minus 8.5. Or actually minus 8. So I can get minus 8. We'll just take that. Minus 8. What do you think?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, why not? I still haven't lost. I'm not sure the Bulls are the team that knock them off, to be honest with you.
Yeah, me neither.
Nets had their chance the other night, but Cleveland came back and got that thing wrapped up. So
I think they whipped the Bulls pretty good myself. All right,
PhD
what do you got?
Says, I see y'all going to ignore that no Florida team has won this weekend, but for team spirit, definitely hope y'all win. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. We'll
Don't
see what
remind
happens.
me, PhD. Tristan says.
Where are you going, Justin?
Give me the Clippers to cover the spread tonight. No matter what it's at.
Ooh.
Yeah, why not?
Plus 6.5.
Thunder coming
I'll
off losing.
I'll tell you after the show why I don't like that.
Yeah, all right. I like it.
Okay. I'll tell you after the show why I don't like it.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Let's get it. Sharks plus 1.5, Cavs minus 8, and Clippers plus 6.5. So we got 2 dogs in our parlay there, guys, you know.
Yeah, taking the points.
Okay.
If you're going to give us points, why not? Sharks are going to start off with a 1-0 lead and to start the game. I mean, we're up 1-0 to start, taking the points, man. You know, I mean, let's do it.
You know what? PhD was right about that, and I didn't mean to ignore that, but you know, I mean, Florida can't win everything all the time, can they?
Well, yeah, they saturate sports. They got so many teams in the NBA, NFL.
Let's face it, they shouldn't even have an NHL team. I mean,
Ooh.
No, that's gonna piss Tristan off.
Yeah, I know. FIU didn't. Okay.
Well, yeah, they got about 20 college teams.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
yeah.
Central, South,
right.
North, East, West, Middle. I got them all, man. Middle Florida, middle.
Right.
I mean, at this point, yeah, they got them everywhere, man. They do.
Florida State, Florida County, Florida City.
All of them.
Oh, my God. We were around long before your team was. Long before.
Yeah.
The Blues were in the first expansion. The first time the NFL or NHL ever expanded. Don't go there, Tristan. You're messing with my past. All right. So what do we expect tonight? What kind of score? What are you guys thinking? Or is the over in jeopardy or under tonight? We got to talk about this real quick. Looks like we're looking at 48.5, 49, basically 49.5.
Yeah, I don't like the over to hit. I would, if you force me to bet it, I would take the under because I don't know. This just seems like two teams where it's like the defense can give the offense problems, but then it's like, oh, well, they are potent, offensively coached teams. So it's like, I don't know. Nowadays, the NFL isn't as high scoring as it was in the COVID years. So give me the under.
Okay. Do you guys attribute some of this lack of scoring to defense or just terrible quarterbacks?
Yeah, well, you know what? I actually, it's interesting you say that. I actually watched a video a couple of weeks ago on a theory as to why scoring has gone down since like 3 or 4 years ago is because of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers played the Chiefs one game, got annihilated, and then in the Super Bowl, Todd Bowles played two-man safety and, shut down Mahomes in the Super Bowl. This guy's theory is that every coach is now using two-man high safety to attack the best offenses in the league now. So now, because of that, offense has gone down, defense has gone up.
Gotcha.
I can send the video to anybody who's curious and who may not understand what I'm talking about. But
no, I got you. I got you. What do you think, Mike? High scoring, low scoring game?
I mean, I'd have to lean towards the under here, to be honest with you. I mean, yeah, the Rams have been playing better 3 in a row. But, they've played some tight games, only beat the Raiders by 5 points. They did beat Minnesota, not expected. They beat Seattle, came back, won in overtime. Not necessarily expected there. Miami's lost a couple of close games. So it just feels like a weird spot right now. That's why, I think Miami has a chance here tonight because they have been oh so close, and the Rams are kind of just quietly getting by here, and they're winning a couple of games that maybe they shouldn't have. And I don't know if they're really, truly as good as what we've seen, the last couple of weeks.
That can be dangerous,
It's just a weird spot. It really is. It's a weird spot. And Miami certainly has some weapons. If Tua plays well, Miami can easily win this game. Yes.
Hey, let's just put it this way, okay? The Rams, I'm not counting them out because they're 4-4. They're sitting a game out of second place and a game and a half out of first place. They got a game in hand on the Cardinals.
They beat San Fran.
Who had the Cardinals after 10 games in first place in that division?
That's one of the teams. Somebody talked about it. It might have been PhD, and Randall said worst to first. Randall was on Washington, worst to first,
and it was PhD.
And PhD said Arizona, worst to first. So far,
Yeah,
Washington and Arizona are sitting right there. Obviously, a big game for Washington coming up.
That is true. You're right. Randall was the first to say that about Washington and PhD about the Cardinals. Surprisingly, that's surprising. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, a long ways to go, but
yeah. Well, that's why I don't think the Rams are out of it. I wouldn't be surprised if they won. When I leaned towards them, it wasn't a heavy lean, but got to go what we already picked. We already picked them. So we're going to have 3 losses this week, guys, after 2 weeks in a row of 2 losses.
Yeah, not bad.
That's friggin' good.
Not bad.
That is. We got to keep doing that every week because I think we might just get one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, we're getting close. We're getting close. Just a couple of games here and there, and we're not too far off.
No, not at all. Not at all. Been a lot of fun. And PhD said Arizona and Washington were his division picks. Very good, man. That's good stuff. Well, you know what? And that's why people should join into this show. They should tune in because they can not only get things like what PhD is saying, but they can get stuff like that.
I said I'm not a fan of LeBron, and he's overrated.
All right. That's all I needed right there. There you go.
Oh, my God.
Come on. What more can you?
Hey, as much as I had to see and please, by all means, don't play the clip again.
Oh, trust me.
Mine or that,
Any clip?
No more clips the rest of the show. Otherwise we're going to wage war, and we're going to go back and get plenty of clips.
All right.
The clip of you claiming Justin has Alzheimer's, maybe, and then him showing you that it's you that has it. So
you have to have access to the files, and you don't.
Bob, all I've got to do, buddy, all I've got to do is go back to the spot that happens on my phone,
and I'll
hit
delete
screen.
It.
Listen, and just
I'll
hit
delete
screen,
the show when we're done,
and just hit screen record, and I'll
delete
it.
the show.
That's all I got to do.
That's all
I've got to do, and I've got the clip
done here. I'm deleting it.
The whole show.
Yeah, I'm going to delete the whole damn show.
It's fine. There's plenty. I'll go back in the archives and find some shit.
Yeah,
anyway, Tristan, I just screenshotted his Lions win it all, my prediction, because I'm going to make sure that I have that sucker. It's not a video.
What if they do, though, man?
Oh, my God. We'll never hear the end of it, will we? Well, he picked.
No, we're going to get this clip of you trying to roast him for picking the Lions. That way, if they win,
him. If I keep on roasting
you even had the screenshot ready, like there's no hope that happens. If they do it, boy,
suck, overrated. See now, I'm just going to keep that one because he's already had the Panthers in hockey, and he's had the Dodgers in baseball, right? So if he comes up with the Lions, that's pretty darn good. Now all he's got to do is pick the NBA champ. And he's got,
he's got the sweep, huh?
Yeah, he's got the sweep. Mahomes and Kelsey suck.
But here's the difference. He picked the Dodgers and the Panthers that are his teams.
Right. That's true. Look.
He's got to do it.
And he's picking Celtics.
Well,
everybody's picking the Celtics.
Yeah,
I'm not.
NBA, I think a lot of us are on board with it, if not Boston, at least Boston coming out of the East, right, Justin?
I could see that happening, but yeah, I don't think Boston goes back to back this year.
By the way, since we're on the NBA, Jokic is now 9-1 to the over on his PRA. Last night, guys, his PRA number hit 70.
Jeez.
And the line was 51.5. So he blew it away. It's ridiculous.
Does he average a triple-double, I think?
I think he's averaging a triple-double for the year so far, if I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy.
Mike can tell you more about that than me. Tristan,
For the
here's my
season,
problem.
he is, yes.
Wow.
Tristan, here's my problem, Tristan. You're saying things like suck and overrated. I don't mind the overrated, but the suck part, you know. A guy is going to go into a Hall of Fame. Both of those guys are going into the Hall of Fame. Would you guys agree? Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are Hall of Fame destined.
Yeah, if they retired now, they'd be Hall of Famers. And I mean, I consider Patrick Mahomes the second greatest quarterback to ever play. So, I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, but Kelce will not sniff the all-time touchdowns by a tight end record. He ain't sniffing that. Gates is light years ahead. Light years ahead there. And Travis Kelce actually he liked he liked Antonio Gates a lot.
Yeah.
Similar tight ends, crafty runners, kind of. You know what I mean? Because Gates wasn't known as like, you know, a Gronkowski type, big, strong, just overpowered you, you know. I mean, he was pretty crafty runner, route runner at that.
Hey, Tristan, can you clean that up a little bit? I don't want you saying that.
What did he say?
I mean, we may as well put it up.
Might as well put it up.
Oh, God.
My God.
Grooming him, too, he says.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, you think they dress him up and everything, huh? Wow.
Yeah, Tristan's really on that, isn't he? He really thinks the Chiefs are being put the rocket on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think anymore, man.
Man, if it's rigged for the Chiefs, it was rigged for New England all them years, too, because there was things that happened with New England.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it with our Chargers. Intercept the ball. If you just go down, you win the game. And then the guy intercepts it and fumbles it. Patriots, it's like, if it's scripted and rigged, then it was for New England because they did I watched the Patriots all the time in the playoffs, watched my team play them twice. They always found a way to win. And I mean, remember the Edelman catch against Atlanta?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Now, granted, they had some things go against them, like the Tyree catch and all that. But I mean, hell, the team won 6 Super Bowls with Brady at quarterback in New England. So they had a lot of things go their way.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, I remember that game very well, both of those games very well. That Chargers game, that was my first big heartbreaking loss I ever experienced.
Oh, it was terrible. I mean, they dominated the game. I mean, they couldn't stop LaDainian Tomlinson. He just destroyed them, dude. Destroyed them.
Yeah, and then they choked it away, and they haven't been to an AFC championship ever since, I don't think. So,
all right,
yeah, which sucks.
Real quick, let's revisit the parlay, the Stevie B parlay, and the SGP. Do the SGP first. Dolphins money line, Kyron Williams anytime touchdown score, and Cooper Kupp over 69.5 yards. That comes out to plus 560. And a 3-leg parlay, multi-sport parlay. San Jose Sharks plus 1.5. The Clippers plus 6.5 in the NBA, and the Cavs minus 8 in the NBA. And you know what? I don't know whether you guys like this or not, but you know, this wasn't a bad intro.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
But
who is that in the background?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea.
AI generated that.
AI made that guy. Guys, tonight, Brooklyn Nets, New Orleans Pelicans. Cam Thomas, his number over 15.5 points. I mean, that guy scores like
15.5?
You can get him for minus 115 on Fanatics over 15.5.
Wow. Got to do that.
Yeah, right. I mean, he could do that in the first quarter.
Say bye.
Or at least first half.
Yeah.